Hi everybody, this is Vanessa with Growportunity, and today we're going to talk about budgeting your money. You know, the reason why most of Americans stay in the same place financially is because they don't know how to budget. And so today we're going to talk about that. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe so I can make more like this. The conversation about budgeting started last week when I was talking to one of my clients. She was telling me that she was just learning how to manage her money. And her major complaint was that it was really hard because she has two teenagers, and teenagers are expensive. You know, they are dating people, they have friends, they go to the movies, they're going out and about, and they want the latest pair of shoes and clothes, etc. And where does that come from? The parents' money. And even if they have a summer job or something, it's never enough. Kids are always doing stuff. And so it's very stressful for the parents. So budget is very, very important. To know how to manage your money will help you grow and will give you a better future, even a better retirement. You know, you have to think long term when it comes to money, not just enjoy the now. Now, if you get to a place where you can do both, then you're good. So this is what we're going to talk about. I'm going to start with self-employed, independent contractors, just to talk about taxes for a quick second, and then we're going to talk about regular payments of after taxes, what you do once you get your check after taxes, okay? So people who are self-employed, you have to pay taxes. A lot of people who are new with self-employed, they don't know at the beginning. There's so many people who have made the mistake of when the money comes, they just start spending and they're like, oh, I'm making so much money. And then at the end of the year, when it's tax time, they usually get shocked with, hey, I have to pay thousands of dollars and I didn't know. So it is very important to educate yourself about everything, especially taxes if you are starting your own business. What I do is when I get my income, I separate 33% for taxes in an escrow account that I never touch. I actually pretend that it doesn't exist. I pretend that I already paid taxes and that I pay 33%. I know 33% is a lot and it sounds like a huge chunk to take out, but it's really cool because after you do all your deductions and after they calculate your taxes according to if you're the head of household, if you have dependents, if you do this and that, you never really pay 33%. So I think I pay about 25% on taxes or something like that. So let's say that you pay 28%, but you were saving 33%, then it's almost as if, and I pretend that I got a refund. I pretend that I paid all those taxes and that I got a little bit of it back. So when you find out that you have to pay a certain percentage and you have leftover, then that's for you. It's for you to reinvest. It's for you to take a vacation if you want. It's your money. It's the money that you were saving. So 33% is what I do. It's just an opinion, but it has worked for me really, really well. Now, there's another percentage that you're going to save if you are self-employed or independent contractor, and it is 30% for your business expenses. That money is going to go back to your business. What are you going to do with that 30%? You're going to buy tools, supplies, thank you cards, business cards, gifts, equipment, uniforms, anything that goes to your business. If you work with a computer, you buy a computer, cell phone, all those things that are related to your business, you're going to use that money to put back into your business. And that money will bring you more money because when you offer the best service, the best product, and you use the best tools with your clients, you can charge the best prices because it will be worth it. What the person is going to pay you, they're going to receive that kind of quality, okay? So it is very important to keep reinvesting in your business. Don't ever be cheap with your business because people can see it, they can feel it, and you're not going to get whatever you give, you get, okay? So 30% back into the business. That's going to bring you more money. After that, you finally get your real income. That is all for you. So here we go. This is for everybody who are self-employed, independent contractor, or employees, and you get your payment after taxes. What do you do with your money? Once you have your check, has your name on it, is all for you. What do you do with it? Do you pay your bills first? Comment down below. Comment right now. Or do you save? Do you pay debt? What do you do with your money? I'm going to tell you what I do because it has worked for me. It is not the rule. It is not what you have to do, but it is what I have learned to do, and this is why I'm sharing it. So hopefully it works for somebody else, okay? But again, don't take my full advice for it. Do your own research. Get a lot of books that talk about finance and or hire a professional. Now, what I do is, I'm looking down because I have my notes. What I do is I pay 10% to myself first. Have you heard about that term before? Pay yourself first. So I have a video that talks about how to pay off your debt quicker. And I do talk about that. And I also give a lot of books as advice for you to read. So if you go to my videos and you find the one that talks about how to pay off debt, I talk a lot more about this. But if you are in debt, you can use this 10% that you're paying yourself to pay off your debt. Normally, and the goal should be that you use this 10% for investment. So for real estate, stocks and bonds, anything that makes your money multiply, that's the 10%, is to reinvest. It's not to spend, it's not to take your vacation. We're going to talk about that later. But that 10% is to make your money grow. And that should be a rule forever, from today and on forever. But what I did back when I was in debt, I used that 10% to pay off my debt first. I used to have credit card debt, and I used that to pay my credit card debt. There's a lot of arguments, and I do mention that in my other video, that people pay debt and invest at the same time so they can start lowering their debt and interest rates, but at the same time also like raising their money. And a lot of people do that, but not everybody can do that, or maybe that takes long, or you don't do it properly. I don't know. I'm not saying that's actually, I really love that idea. But what I did is I paid the debt first with that 10%. And once I was done paying my debt, then I kept saving 10%. But that's when I started investing. And, that's how I started making extra money. But, do what feels best for you. And if you educate yourself enough and you can be all pro about it, go for it. Okay? Then pay your debt and invest at the same time. So that was 10%. After that 10%, and don't forget also retirement account. A lot of people have their 401k and the companies match the contributions, and that's great. But a lot of us are self-employed. A lot of us are also independent contractors, and then nobody's offering you a 401k. So it is very, very important that you put the maximum amount per year into your retirement account, because when you reach a certain age, you're going to be good, or at least maybe not as good as if you had a retirement account and a 401k that an employer is matching, but you're definitely going to be pretty good if you constantly put money into your retirement account. And I actually don't count the 10% that I pay myself first just for the retirement account. I do that separately. So I actually put the maximum amount on the retirement account per year, and I pay myself 10%, and I invest in other things, okay? And we are gonna make a video about investing, and thanks to my friend Giovanni, that he is here on YouTube as well, I have learned a lot. So I actually, I'm going to share his link so you can follow him and you can learn a lot about investing, because This guy is great, and he like tells you everything for beginners. Like when you know nothing about investing, he really explains to you in details, and I've learned a lot, and I have become a big fan of, and hopefully a friend. Hopefully he considers me as a friend, and maybe I'll give you his information, and maybe one day I can convince him to answer a couple questions for us. Anyway, back to the investment and etc. Once you have your retirement account, once you have your 10% for investments, then you would pay your bills, your mortgage or rent, all your utilities, food, groceries, all the essentials, everything that you need for survival. That's when you pay. Now, be very careful with how much your bills are. Don't live in a beautiful, huge house if you cannot really afford it. You should have, your home should not exceed 30% of your income, because if you do that, if you do 40, 50%, you're already in trouble. You're not gonna go, you're gonna need to make more money. So please live beyond your means. Don't live beyond your means. How do you say it? Well, just do what you can really afford. Okay? I know a lot of people want to live somewhere nice, in a nice neighborhood. We all do. We all want a beautiful place. But until you can do it, just take some sacrifices, or then find a way to make more money. Get another job, switch jobs, try to find a way to get a raise or a promotion. If you need to make more money, then try to make more money, but don't just spend more money just because you like nice things. That's a huge, huge mistake. And honestly, nobody really cares about what you have. It's not about that. Only you care. Other people don't really care. So please put your ego aside and do what is best for you, because it will bring you a better future. After you pay your bills, that's when the fun finally begins. After you have savings for your investings, you paid your taxes, you pay your bills, and all of that, you will have save a percentage for emergency savings. Actually, we haven't gotten to the fun part yet, now that I think about it. Not just yet. Emergency savings. You should have between 3 to 6 months of emergency savings. And why 3 to 6 months? 3 is the minimum you should have for emergency savings. For example, right now, we're going through a pandemic. Hopefully, we're getting to the end of it. Not sure, please. But we have been going through a pandemic. We're at the end of the year now. And so many people lost their jobs, couldn't work, or they own restaurants and businesses and they're closing. It has been chaos. It has been the most stressful time for an entire year for the world. And a lot of people don't have emergency savings. A lot of people were living paycheck to paycheck because they were spending too much, because they didn't know how to budget, because they thought that life was like you get paid and you spend everything. And if you would have had, and the people who had emergency savings for at least 3 to 6 months were able to pay their bills and take care of their families while they think about what else they can do to bring money back into the home. 3 months is the minimum, because as you know, 3 months fly by and it's almost not enough time. 6 months, half a year, it's a very good safety net, and it gives you time to figure out your next move and your next way to make some income. Okay, so emergency savings is key, and you never touch that money. It's not like you have a lot of money saved up and then you're like, ooh, I always wanted to take that cruise to the Galapagos. No, that is for emergencies, okay? So then after that, after you have your emergency fund, that's when you can have fun. Now we can have fun. Then you can have money for dinners, drinks, taking your friends to lunch, buying those shoes, those sunglasses, the outfit that you wanted, that bag, you know, whatever it is that you like. Or if you are a guy and likes gadgets and cell phones and the latest camera and whatever else, GoPro, that's when you spend the money to buy all those things and enjoy. And it sounds, everything I said sounds like everything's a little too tight, but actually it's not. Once you get the hang of it, once you pay yourself first, once you put your emergencies, once you put the money in your retirement account, once you have everything very organized and you have discipline, you will be surprised on how much money for fun you will have. When you're not organized and you're spending without really like knowing what you're doing, you never have money, because you never even realize where it went. It's like kind of like you pay, buy, and when you look at your statement of your bank account, you're like, where did the money go? I don't even know. You don't know because you don't have things written down. You don't have things in a list. You don't have a spreadsheet sheet. Organization of everything is key. Like I said at the beginning of the video, the reason why many people are stuck where they are is because they don't know how to budget. Education is freedom. So remember, let's recap, okay? If you're a self-employed, 33% for taxes, 30% back into the business. Then the rest of the money is yours. If you are an employee, once you get that money that is yours, pay yourself 10% for investing. If you are in debt, you can choose to pay off your debt with that 10%, okay? After that, put money into your retirement account and put money until you cap the amount, okay? You're gonna be very, very happy that you did that in the future. After that, emergency savings. Have 3 to 6 months of emergency savings. Then you pay your bills, your mortgage or rent, your groceries, your utilities, school things for your children, etc. All the essentials, all the things that you need. And after that, you can have your money for traveling, for fun, for yourself to enjoy, okay? And remember, no more than 30% for mortgage or rent of your income, 30% of your income, and budget everything, write down the things that you spend. If you have to cut some things, like for example, cable, if you never watch TV but you buy cable, cut it out. If you have a lot of subscriptions for audiobooks, for movies and shows and stuff like that, and you're barely home and you don't really use it, just have one. You don't have to have 2, 3, 4, 5 subscriptions or share with family members. Just cut down expenses. And if you need to have a side gig or a side job, think about home businesses. I do have a video about how to do home-based businesses, and those come with benefits for taxes as well. So find ways to have more than one stream of income, and that will bring you more money for you and your family, okay? I hope you like this video. If you really like it, again, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you.